Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. In this video we're going to be taking a first look at a new event coming to Road to Survival later today, and it is going to be an event to obtain Michonne, who is a dual specialist with the skill Beheading. Exactly the same skill that we saw before with Axel, which means any of her kills will be decapitates and anyone with 20% or lower HP will be instantly executed and also decapped. Now how we obtain Michonne is already known because there is an awesome walkthrough and they've done this for the recent transfers, and if they keep this up for events I am going to be very happy because I think this is a great move. They definitely need to do this going forward. It makes things much more transparent. This is the transparency everyone's been talking about. It says how to obtain Beheading Michonne. Michonne can be redeemed in the museum collection once you have all of the following. You have to have a maxed out winter edition Ezekiel. Obviously if you have him already maxed out or not, you can get him maxed out. You don't have to get him during this event. You could have this character already. Same with Chris. He will be the harder of the two characters to actually be able to get already, but these two characters are available in this event as well. And it says 10 green kites, and these are the same kites obviously that we need for the other characters. This is just green because obviously Michonne herself is a strong character, and only the kites are consumed when you claim Michonne. Chris and Ezekiel are not. Now Ezekiel, Chris and the green kites can all be obtained via mission events. There's going to be missions dropping where you pull Michonne's blessings 12 times, 24 times and so on and so forth, and you get green kites until you get to 30, and then it's Ezekiel, and then again green kites until you get to 60, and then you get Chris. So once the missions drop in game, you'll be able to see this for yourself. It does show ways to get Michonne's balloons, as you can see. Where can I get Michonne's balloons? Michonne's balloons can be found in all 3 event roadmaps. The first 2 roadmaps are for the event, and the third roadmap is, from what I'm seeing, is if you do not want Michonne, this is an option for you to get something else out of the event if you do not actually want Michonne herself. And this is because you get rewarded less Michonne balloons for completing it than you do for actually accessing it. But you also get rewarded an S-Class collectible bag. It's unclear how much of these S-Class collectibles you're going to be getting, but again, like I said, it's a better option if you do not want to go for Michonne. I've always talked about events and having options is always a good idea. This does also seem like the premium element in the game as well. I don't think this is going to be too accessible every day. If you just want to play through the event, you're going to have to drop coins, you're going to have to drop money if you want to do this every single day on these daily roadmaps. It's because they do pop up quite often. As you can see, roadmap 1 pops up 3 a day, roadmap 2 pops up 12 times a day, and roadmap 3 pops up 6 times a day. The only one that you really want to be doing every single time it pops up is roadmap 1. But of course, if you can do roadmap 2 as well, which pops up every 2 hours, which is going to be quite hard. It does show the duration of each pop-up as well. Now the roadmap 1 will probably just be constantly up and refreshing because it does last for 8 hours. It does say 8 horrors here, but I'm assuming that's 8 hours. Roadmap 2 only lasts for 30 minutes. So once it pops, you're only going to have a chance to access it for 30 minutes. That is a little bit worrying, but I guess if it's 12 a day, it's going to be every 2 hours. And roadmap 3 is only going to be up for 10 minutes, so this is going to be very difficult to be able to complete in time as well. It will probably be the most difficult roadmap as well, especially considering it's got 6 acts, and you have to complete 6 acts in 10 minutes. However, this is subject to change as this is early information. This may be slightly incorrect. We have to wait and see until it's fully released to get a better full idea of how long the duration of each of these are going to be. And the next question says, why 3 roadmaps? Why does roadmap 3 reward less Michonne balloons than the cost to unlock it? If you want to get Michonne, you can unlock everything you need to max it out through roadmap 1 and 2. Roadmap 3 is an optional bonus challenge for players who are looking for an exciting new way of playing roadmaps. Be warned, this roadmap is extremely costly and very difficult. Only attempt if you are looking for a real challenge. And obviously, as we saw before, they have got the S-Class collectible bag as well. So if you do not want Michonne, that is the way to go. If you do want Michonne, you'll want to be handing in your balloons. And as it says here, what special token do I need? How can I get it? And what can I get in this wheel? You need Michonne tokens to spin the Michonne Blessings wheel. You can get Michonne tokens by completing the Michonne token museum collection with 10 times Michonne balloons. Underneath it does say what you can get from pulling on the Michonne's Blessing wheel. It says you can get the following rewards from Michonne's Blessing wheel: blue keys, ice cream cones, chocolate cake, red velvet cake, bullets, aka shotgun shells, which are for Raulito, and 5-star ascendable Michonne herself. Her odds are probably going to be quite low. I would say probably 1% or lower. So the majority of things you're going to be able to get off this are collectibles. It doesn't say the amounts, but considering they've said that Michonne will be accessible by doing roadmaps 1 and 2, that means you're going to have 72 pulls on the blessing wheels as a minimum. And as long as the minimum amount of keys, cones, and so on are in the 5 to 10 range, you should be getting a few hundred collectibles via the wheel. If you want to see what Michonne's going to look like herself, please check out my first look video of her. You should be getting a link to that video on your screen, either in the top right hand corner or on the end screens. But that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.